Well, what a fascinating watch the Broncos are going to be, from chocolates to boiled lollies in 2024. What do they need to do to jump straight back to the promised land? Here are our top 5 options from November 1. Well, the Broncos, grand finalists in 2023, fell right away in 2024, sacked coach, so they've now got Maguire coming in, trying to build their list going forward. It is a bit skinny though in terms of room for 2026 signings. They'll be looking to lock away some of their own young talent, and they might not necessarily have the capital that other clubs have in terms of what they've already got on the books. So they will be curious. It'll be also fascinating to see how close they get in 2025 to returning to those levels. So players might be cautious in terms of signing contracts, or they might just look at it and think, that was a write-off in 2024. There's still so much talent there, and that's the place I want to be. We'll have a look at the top 5 potential signing options for the Brisbane Broncos. Option 1, Will Penisini. Well, it seems highly likely that the Broncos will lose one of their outside backs over the next little while, which means that they're going to immediately be in the market for a replacement. And he seems a logical choice. Been a very good servant for Parramatta and an exciting prospect within their ranks. But if he comes across to the Broncos, he would immediately fill that need, plug that hole, and help them to drive forward. Option 2, Toby Sexton. Well, the Broncos certainly have plenty of options for life after Adam Reynolds in the halves if they want to back that in, but if they're a little bit cautious and feel that they need something in the interim with a little bit more experience, then this could be the option for them. So it all depends on their own list assessment, but if they feel that it's a case of being in the window and being more ready, then maybe this is an option that they do pursue to go after somebody like Sexton and bolster their stocks in the immediate. Option 3, Josiah Pulu. Well, we did mention at the start that the Broncos might be a little bit tight in terms of cap room and the ability to spend. And Pulu had a terrific first full season in the NRL in 2024 and could be an affordable option for them as they just look to tidy up around the edges a little bit. But if you start to look at players at about that range, then he could be towards the top of their list. Option 4, Leo Thompson. Well, there's been no secret of the fact that Leo Thompson is open to perusing the market from November 1. That's been very well documented, and you would think it is a logical step that the Broncos would be one of the sides at the front of that queue. The queue will be reasonably long and there'll be some competition, and I don't think they'll throw the kitchen sink necessarily at this particular arrangement, but they would certainly be one of those clubs leading the conversation first in terms of acquiring his services. So decent chance that they might be able to get that one done, but a watch this space, but a clear option for their development. Option 5, Albert Hohaia. We did mention a couple of options ago that the likes of Staggs and Cobbo could potentially leave the club in behind Reece Walsh, so they'll be looking again for a relatively low price option. That is the theme for the Broncos, trying to get a few cheap buys that can bolster their depth and potentially bolster the edges of their starting lineup as well. Powerful player, certainly had a breakout of sorts in 2024 and could be another player that fits right into those options. Well, there are our 5 players to watch for the Brisbane Broncos in terms of potential targets from November 1 as they look to the 2026 squad. Have we got them right? Are there a few others that they could look at around about that affordable mark? Or can they clear some space to go after some really big names? Let us know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe and catch all of the latest news, reviews and video content at zerotackle.com.